A very good morning to class 6 student. Class 6 student, now in our previous class we already talked about the components of an Excel files. The components of the Excel file are quick access toolbar, ribbon, and the rows and columns, and about cells. And I already explained you each and everything. What is ribbon? The ribbon is the strip. Ribbon is what? Ribbon is the strip. Ribbon is a strip of buttons and icons located above the worksheet. It contains all the commands that we need to perform any task in the Excel sheet. The ribbon consists of main tabs. So this one is the definition of ribbon. And what are rows and columns? The worksheet, all of you, I already told you in my previous video, a worksheet has 1,46,576 rows and 16,384 columns are there. Okay, rows are group of cells placed horizontally and columns are groups of cells placed vertically. Each row is represented by a row number starting from 1 and each column is represented by a letter starting from A to Z. All of you have seen. If you worked with Excel, you have seen these things. Right, I show you also. Here you can see in a left hand side, all of you are going to see that 1 2 3 4 numbers are there, and the upper side ABCD is there. Yes, so in this cell, the intersection of row and column in a cell is represented by column letters followed by the row numbers. For example, the cell column C, all of you have seen column C, and row 4 already been selected. So the name of that cell is what? C4. The current selected cell is known as active cell. That one is called the active cell. Active cell is identified by thick borders. A group of cells is known as cell range. Okay. To refer a cell range, we use the cell address of the first and the last cell of the cell range separated by the colons. All of you have seen. If we take a range from A1 to B2, so how we can write A1 colon B2 like this. Right. Now moving forward to the next option. Name box. What is name box? The name box display the address of the active cell. Name box is what? Name box display the address of the active cell. If the cell at column B and the row is 6 is selected, then the name of the box is B6. It's automatically going to be show you B6 over there. And what is formula bar? The formula bar display the content of the cell. Formula bar is what? Formula bar display the content of the cell. If the cell contain a formula, it will display the formula. We can edit the data and formula in the formula bar. If you want to change the formula in the formula bar, we can do it. Edit means if you want to do some changes on that. And what is sheet tab? What is sheet tab? A sheet tab, a worksheet in a workbook are represented by tabs which are represented at the bottom of the Excel document. Various keys or move cell pointers are one cell to another while entering data in a worksheet. These are as follows. If you want to move from one place to other place, what you need to do is you have to use arrow keys. Through arrow keys we can move up and down and left and right. All of you know that. All of you have seen the arrow keys in a keyboard. Yes. There are 4 type of arrow keys are there. Right arrow key, left arrow key, up arrow key and down arrow key. And after that we have the other options also like page up, page down, control plus home, control plus and. Through control plus home, what had happened? The cell pointer moves to the first cell of the topmost row. जैसे ही कंट्रोल प्लस होम दबाएंगे, what had happened, automatically your cursor goes to the topmost row. And whenever you are going to press control plus end point, what had happened, the cell pointer moved to the last cell on the worksheet. Whatever in a worksheet, whatever the last column, it goes to the same point, right? Then the next point is working with worksheets. Whenever we are going to work in a worksheet, it is called working with worksheets. So by default, all of you know that there are 3 worksheets over there. The name of the sheets are by default sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. We have created a new Excel file. By default, everybody workbook consists of 3 worksheets. The name of active worksheet is highlighted on the board. We can work with worksheet as follows. How we can day before yesterday I already told you how you can change the name of the worksheets. So again I'm going to describe you the same thing written in the book. Rename a worksheet. How you can do that? Select the sheet tab you want to rename. It will be highlighted. Now double click on sheet tab you selected. Type name and press the enter key. After typing a name of a sheet, you can press enter key. Automatically, whatever you have changed the name, it automatically gets selected. Adding a new worksheet. If you want to add a new worksheet, what you need to do is you have to just simple click on the plus sign. And the procedure is like this. To adding a new worksheet, what you need to do is select the sheet tab before which you want to add or place a new worksheet. Right click on the sheet tab. This one is the second option. Right click on the sheet tab you selected as and select the insert option. After right clicking it, you get a pop-up menu in front of you, and in pop-up menu you have to select the insert option. After selecting the insert dialog box open up, select the worksheet option. Click on OK. Automatically one worksheet is going to be added. Observe the new worksheet inserted before the selected window. On the other hand, if we want to insert key after sheet 3 tab, what we have to do, click on the insert worksheet icon, place to end in a sheet 3 tab. Observe new sheet at the end. I believe some of you have done these things in a computer system. Yes, how to add and how to delete a worksheets in a sheet tab. Now the next point is deleting a worksheet. Right now we already talk about how to add a worksheets. Now how to delete a worksheets from the sheet tab. How to delete a worksheet? I tell you the simple example. What you need to do is, first of all, you have to select the sheet, which sheet you want to delete. After selecting that sheet, you have to press right mouse button. At the time whenever you are going to right mouse button, automatically a pop-up menu appeared in the front of you, and then you have to press the delete option. Automatically sheet get deleted. So here the options are: select the sheet tab you want to delete. Now right click on the sheet tab and select the delete option. The same options are there. Observe the sheet tab you selected will be removed. Whenever you are going to press on delete option, automatically it get deleted. Alternatively, on the home tab in the cell, this type of options are appearing, right? The option which you have seen in the screen, the same options. Alternatively, on the home tab in the cell group, selected the delete option to open the submenu list. From the submenu list, select the delete sheet option. Observe that the sheet tab you selected will be removed. Automatically removed when you clicking on delete option. Navigation between worksheets. Navigation means if you want to look the other sheet, right? So how we can do that? We have the options over there. The shift from the one worksheet to another inside the workbook. Must click on the tab of the sheet placed on the bottom of the workbook document. You have the sheet tabs available in the bottom of the worksheet. You have to click on the sheet, whatever the sheet you want to take a look. So you have to click on that, automatically that worksheet get opened. Also, if there are a lot of worksheets, we can see only a few number of worksheets on the screen. To switch between these worksheets, click on the arrow button to give on the worksheet tab. Yes, so the easiest option is how we can view the worksheets after clicking on the worksheet tab. Working with cell. Working with cell means to select a cell. First of all, if we want to work in a cell, what we have to do? First, we have to select that cell. Click on the select it. When cell is selected, the border of the cell appeared. Definitely it appeared in front of us. It's showing in a bold letters, and the column heading and row heading of the cell highlighted. The selected cell is called the active cell. All of you know that the selected cell is called the active cell. And release your mouse. Release your mouse means mouse को छोड़ देना है. The cell will stay एक्टिव until you click another cell in a worksheet. जब तक आप वर्कशीट में कहीं और क्लिक नहीं करेंगे वो एक्टिव सेल ही कहलाएगा, जब तक कि आपने कहीं और क्लिक नहीं किया है. ठीक है. सो दिस वन इज द वर्क. तो एक्टिव सेल को ही हम वर्किंग सेल कहते हैं. टू सेलेक्ट ए सेल रेंज. हाउ टू सेलेक्ट ए सेल रेंज? ऑल ऑफ यू नो दैट टू सेलेक्ट ए सेल रेंज व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, क्लिक ऑन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू हैव टू क्लिक द फर्स्ट सेल. सबसे पहले सेल में क्लिक करेंगे और उसे ड्रैग करेंगे जहाँ तक कि आपको सेलेक्ट करना है. आफ्टर ड्रैगिंग इट, जहाँ तक आपको सेलेक्ट करना है, यू हैव टू ड्रैग इट योर माउस अप टू दैट लोकेशन, एंड देन after that you have to click out. जैसे ही छोड़ेंगे वो पूरा your all the columns are selected. How much columns you have to drag. So it's showing like this. B, ये जैसे you have seen in the picture, we selected the columns B column, C column, D column, and the rows are 2, 3, 4. Only 3 rows and 3 columns. So automatically it's showing a range, cell range is equal to B2 colon D4. So like this, it's showing like this, right? Automatically. Release the mouse. Then after, what you need to do is you have to release the mouse. These cells will stay selected until you click another cell. जब तक आप कहीं और क्लिक नहीं करेंगे ये selected दिखाएगा. और cell range in the worksheet like this. और इट्स शोइंग ए सेल रेंज. ये एक सेल रेंज दिखाएगा आपकी वर्कशीट में. सो दिस वन इज कॉल्ड अ सेल रेंज. whenever we want to show a cell range, what we need to do is we have to write the cell address of that particular range. Then moving forward to the next page, entering data in cell. So what right now the next part is entering data in a cell. Right now we are going to enter a data in a cell. All of you know the typing method. Open a new Excel worksheet. For entering a data, what we need to do is we have to open a new Excel workbook. Then after that, all of you know that by default we get the sheet 1 will be displayed. Using the left mouse or button, select the cell A2, whatever you want. It doesn't matter, you have to select A2. If you want to select A1, you can. So observe that when the enter data is cell, it's also appearing in the formula bar. Whenever you are going to type in a cell, it automatically showing in a formula bar, right? It's showing like this. You have written gadgets and it's showing in a formula bar, gadgets. That one is called the formula bar, and that one is called the formula bar, and near about that address bar is there where A2 is written. Yes. Now moving forward, press tab button from the keyboard. The focus lifted to the cell B2 and B2 becomes the active cell. यानी जिस भी सेल में जाएंगे, जो भी सेल आपका selected होगा, that cell is called the active cell. And press enter from the keyboard to focus shift to the B3. Whatever you want. whenever you are going to enter the data on that particular cell. Using the left arrow key, come to A3 using down arrow key. If you want to move down, you have to select the down arrow key and type mobiles and A4. This one is the example, all of you. So similarly, fill up the data of the gadgets present in your home. So we can use the tab keys to move to right of the active cell and the enter key to move the cell below the active cell. Using the left arrow key, right arrow key and up arrow key and down arrow key. We can also navigate in the worksheet. Right, as we have seen that data is selected, cell also appeared in a formula bar, hence data can be modified. Hence what had happened? Hence data can be modified from the formula bar also. Modified means if we want to do some changes on the data, we can do it. We can do the changes through the formula bar, right? Merge and center commands. Merge means if we want to make a complete sentence and both the sentences are written in a different columns, what we need to do is, if we want to join that columns, what we need to do is we have to merge the cells. So regarding that concern, we are using the merge option. Merge means hota hai jod dena. So we can use the merge feature of Excel to combine many cells to form a big large cell. हम एक बड़े सेल को बनाने के लिए कई सेलों को मर्ज कर देते हैं, आपस में ज्वाइन कर देते हैं. द सेल दैट आर कंबाइंड कैन स्पैम विद इन सेवरल रोज और कॉलम्स. और एक सेल फिर काफ़ी रोज और कॉलम से मिलके बन जाता है. सेलेक्ट द सेल यू वांट टू मर्ज. आपको सबसे पहले क्या करना होगा, मर्ज सेल करने के लिए शॉर्टकट भी होता है. शॉर्टकट क्या होता है, आपके रिबन में in your computer screen, whenever you are going to open an Excel file, at that particular time period you are finding that in the topmost where the icons are there, in the icons you have the option of merge, right, in a home tab. Whenever you are going to click on home tab, in the alignment group, where in a home tab alignment group, click on the merge and center command. Whenever you are going to click on merge and center commands, automatically whatever you are going to write it down, all the things to be merged and they come in the center only. So the selected cell will be merged and the text will be displayed in the cell as per the alignment selected by you, and you selected the center alignment, means all the things which are going to write it down in a cell, it's showing in a center like this. These are the cells. We merge these cells and align center. So it's come in a center like this. How many cells we merge? 3 cells. 3 cells are merged. And the whatever we write over there, it comes in the center. Right? So to add borders, all of you know the meaning of the border. To add borders, if we want to add the borders, we can add borders of cell, rows, columns and different styles and colors. If we want to modify our Excel file, we can through the cell borders. How to add borders? Select the cell. How we can select the borders? You have seen there are so many different type of borders, like these are the types of borders. Yes, select the cell whose boundary you want to select. Then on the home tab in the font home, select the borders icon. A drop down menu appears which display the various options available. There are various options, you have seen these are the options. ठीक है, select the option you need. If the same drop down menu, the option line color and line style offer various colors and style from the border respectively. Right, so these are the options. Types of data in a cell. Types of data in a cell. The data that can be entered in a cell of the worksheet can be various types. Means the data that can be entered in a cell. Whatever the data would be entered in a cell of the worksheet can be various types. Like how many types of data are there? Text type. The cell can contain simple text. By default, the text is left alignment in a cell. Number type. The cell may be contain negative or positive integer. It can also contain fraction and decimal numbers. By default, number and right alignment in a center. Date and time, maybe they are formed in date and time. Excel provide various formats to enter date and time in the cell. We can enter date in the DDMMY. DDMMY means day, month, year. Otherwise, there are so many formats over there. Currency, all of you know the meaning of currency. Either you are going to display the currency in a dollar sign or rupees sign. Excel help us to recognize the number that representing currency in other. It offers you the various signs like the dollar sign or rupees sign, etc. So we have so many options in Excel to display the things. Okay, now moving forward to the next page. Functions and formulas. All of you know that in Excel is totally based on the mathematic formulas. So you can do as much as functions and formulas, but you have to know the formulas, because without knowing a formula you can't be able to do anything. So how you can do that? For example, Excel has thousands inbuilt functions. Excel has thousands inbuilt functions that work on numbers. For example, the functions like sum means addition, help to calculate the sum of values specific. The functions like average calculation, and beside that you can do the subtraction also, division also. Beside the inbuilt functions, Excel also accepts formulas. They are given by the user. The cell holds these functions and formulas also. By formatting the cell. Formatting means if you want to remove the functions. Formatting means whenever we want to remove the functions from the formula bar. Select the cell of the worksheet. Keep the cell selected. Right click of the mouse. Then select the format cell from the pop-up menu. Format cells window is displayed. The format cell window consists in several tabs. By default, the number tab is selected. In the number tab, the category of the type of data that the cell can hold listed. Select the type of data you would like to enter into a cell. A sample data of the type selected will be displayed for your reference. Means after writing in a formula in Excel, what had happened, you know the formula. Whenever you are going to write it down, automatically it's going display in the Excel file, right? Because Excel is totally based on the formulas and mathematics. Keep the cell selected. Click on the drop down list and the top of the number group. Select the type of data in the drop down list. Automatically it gets selected. Performing a calculation. Performing a calculation means in Excel we can add. I already told you. In Excel we can add, subtract, multiply, divide numbers by using formula or functions. By using formula and functions we can add, we can multiply, we can subtract the numbers. The formula consists of combination of cell references, numbers, operators and Excel functions. So through these functions we can do the calculations, right? Like we have the options in Excel. Auto sum. Click on auto sum, right? We have this type of functions. Click in auto sum button. Given the editing group in menu bar, the auto sum dialog box will appear. Select the function sum from the box. Automatically whatever the things are written over there, they automatically get added. They get add. Okay. Now moving forward to the next one. Changing cell content. We can see the content either characters or numbers not only in the